Stephanie Meyer wrote an entire gender-bent Twilight called Life and Death. She wrote it during the 10th
we
anniversary.
didn't know, because there was a big announcement for Midnight Sun, so how did we not know that there was a 10th anniversary thing?
So in this book, every character is the opposite gender except for Renee and Charlie. Renee and Charlie are Renee and Charlie. So she leaves Renee and goes to live with Charlie. So this is the story of Beau Swan and Edith Cullen. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if this is something I need to work on internally. I feel like I do a lot of this stuff. But the way it's told, I see it so differently. It's so differently being told from a boy and girl's perspective instead of,
I'll give it a read
Edwards.
then. Yeah.
So after reading 6 Twilight books, it was still so good. I enjoyed the whole thing. It really is a good read. If you like Twilight, I think that you should read it. I would encourage anybody to read it. It is scene for scene Twilight. Scene for scene. It's almost line for line, except when it needs to be changed because of their gender. But so you're thinking, well, I don't need to read that. That's dumb. It's so good. And somehow these lines being said by Beau, he is so much more likable than Bella is.
Really?
And somehow these lines that Edward said being said by Edith, she is not nearly as pretentious and awful as Edward was, saying these same exact lines,
That's interesting.
And so, it was a really interesting take, and it was worth reading. And it had to end differently because the whole time I'm like, well, how is this going to work out?
Yeah.
And I don't want to spoil it. Since you haven't read it, I don't want to spoil it. But it had to end differently. And I was thinking this entire time, I'm like, if he does to Jules Black what Bella did to Jacob Black, I wouldn't be okay with it. And I'm like, what does that say about me?
Ooh, okay.
Like, I would not be okay. I would not be okay with a boy stringing along a girl the way Bella strung along Jacob. I didn't like that she did that to him, but I wouldn't have been okay with that. But he doesn't, because it had to end differently. He couldn't have gotten pregnant. He couldn't have done all this stuff. Yeah. So it ended very, very differently, and